right, it's exactly some 31 minutes after 8 here on the AM show. Interesting conversation there with Sly Mensah. Is he going to be the flag bearer?
I don't know. He certainly believes so. Roland was testing his confidence in this position. The idea that perhaps he's just floating to see it, for future races. But
he's testing the waters.
Testing the waters, as they say. But I don't know. Look, at this point, delegates are the most mysterious organism on the surface of this earth.
True.
And the NDC just has a lot of baggage that they need to sift through in making these choices. So I wonder who will turn up at the top when it all settles.
I heard yesterday, though, that either today, tomorrow, John Dramani Mahama should be declaring, saying that he wants to contest 2020. That will make a big difference. Yeah. Because I've heard some people want to come forward, but it's solely dependence
on whether or
not John Dramani Mahama wants to go
So
again.
if he doesn't, then they will.
If he doesn't, then I know some people who would join the race.
Yeah. Can you picture Ghana under President Mahama again, like a second wave?
I think that would be like I'm predicting. I don't know.
No, I said, can you picture it? I didn't say can you
whether I can foresee it.
No, picture. Just picture. Imagine.
No, I've already seen him as president before, so I have a picture of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm talking about.
I don't know whether that's a diplomatic.
Him coming back after another president has been.
Whether after he can, after the first, he can become.
Can you picture it? He walks back into Jubilee House and says, "This is now Flagstaff House again." He sits in his chair and says, "Oh, we have to adjust this higher a little."
I think it will depend on a lot of dynamics.
Yeah.
So people have seen him before, so they have a certain benchmark by which they want to judge him by. And so I think basically that's what I can say.
But that's your picture. The two things you said. I guess that's the picture that you see. That if he came back, he would change the Flagstaff House, the name of the Jubilee House, the Flagstaff House.
Probably.
And you just said that he's going to adjust a certain chair. I don't know what chair that is. You have entered that room before. I haven't.
It might not even be the same chair. But anyway, it's just.
Now you want to get out of this one?
No. I'm saying it's just fun to picture. It's just fun to picture and
whether
imagine
we can have
what could happen.
And by the constitution, he can only be a one-term president.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so we can only wish our guest, Mr. Sylvester Mensah, the very best. It's not ours to decide. We're only observers. So, but let's go on roving right now. Maxwell Agbagba is pitching camp somewhere. He will tell us exactly where he is and what he's on about this morning. So, Maxwell, if you can hear me, first of all, good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Mama V.
Yeah. Maxwell, where are you?
Okay, so we are currently here at Nima, the Nima roundabout, very close to the Catholic Church here. And I have with me Jalal, I also have with me Aban, and then I have with me Sule. And then, opinions are divided on the recent call to shoot by, the DCE, actually in the Bronx region. Opinions are divided. Some people are supporting the call by the DC for the police to shoot and kill anybody who attacks them, anyone who attacks them. So today we are bringing the conversation to the streets to find out from some Ghanaians what they make of the statement by the DCE. Let me first of all start off with you, Jalal. Jalal, I'm sure you heard the comments by the DCE, in the Bronx region. First of all, what do you make of that?
To me, shooting and killing civilians by policemen shouldn't be the first line of action when in case youth, the attack. I don't know what you mean by when they attack, but when there's an attack, whether with gunshot, I don't think if a policeman should come to the community, maybe to make an arrest or to embark in an operation, there will be something like shooting. The youth, I don't think the youth will, so they have. I know they are trained properly to kind of take care of incidences like that, but not shooting. I don't think shooting should be the first line of action. You know, other actions like they have this hot water cars and other things they should. You know, shooting shouldn't be the first line of action. Why should the DEC say that? Why should they shoot us? It shouldn't be the first line of action at all.
It shouldn't be. Okay, so let me find out from you, Aban. Aban, earlier when I engaged you in the conversation, you were saying that the police also would have to, you know, defend themselves in situations like that when they attack.
Yeah. If a policeman is protecting the property. So if a policeman, something happened in community, and a policeman came, if you see the policeman came there or come there, everybody should keep quiet or to come down, either fight and this and if you see the policeman is around, then everybody should know that it's Ghana. Any power you have anything, it's a police. If you see the policeman is there, then you see that.
What are Kechi na mention?
Into one says a policeman about se BBS, jama yen, above for my yen. It is a policeman. BBS into question BB no say policeman purpose. And so say signal about or man and about. And so we are there so bring was my policeman. Now no say asem. No that's now who's a asemasi. Now policeman about no be say no to me. Na o to obo o de bo policeman for say be a policeman no e bi omo ye mienu omo ye ba abi mienu na miensa okay okita tuo onkita bebia na aba ho onem so onkita bebia ante no na ye de edua de bo police na o kum so no so enipa enti no kum police ni no na owu a okay say ono obi o defend you onto so no sabi okita tuo na we bi na nko na won say ade na edu ano adi a do no ye onso ba tutu obakum bekopo to kun no nti say o paso police be kun na say asem si a ye mra na say police ni mra ho nti say police na ba ho no mo fani di ma police.
Okay, well, essentially what Aban is saying that the police is mandated to maintain law and order in the country. So to put it in his own words, so when there's chaos somewhere and you see a policeman there, you should know that the policeman is a representative of the state and is there to ensure law and order. So there's no justification whatsoever to attack the policeman. So if you attack the policeman and something, happens right after that, then you have yourself to blame. You see, who Pacha said, please for one coin so defend your move.
Yes, policeman or rights or defending no, but or a peacekeeper. Into any say bia or no say asemesi no aba or the abotenaba oba wan shutu wan obia na wo did akobọ hey police hey we ambono yankunu no nzo kitatu a obagina ho obakun nti say who take policeman no so kitatu say okun also bakun senate. Well,
he's saying that shooting, to kill is justified when citizens attack police officers, and he gives an example on that. But let me speak to Sule. Sule, do you agree with what Aban is saying?
No at all. Because in Ghana, nobody's above the law. You know what? And human beings, we are all human beings. We're not animals. There are certain things that will maybe if me like this, of course a crime, then policeman come to. There are understanding that I have understanding. The policeman have to speak to me then politely so that we will understand each other. If there is a need for me to walk with him there, then if there is a need for him to go, then I'll come. But not for him to come then come and hang me as if I'm an animal. You know what? Everybody's have understanding in this.
Do you agree? You know that there are some circumstances that police officers are left with no option but to shoot. There are times that they've been told to shoot to maim, not necessarily shoot and to kill people. What do you make of
Yes, there are time that they will shoot. If they come and the situation is not they can. That is why they do shoot warning guns. You're not supposed to shoot this thing.
Okay. So you're advising you rather would suggest warning shots rather than shooting to kill.
Shooting to kill, because we are not animals. You see that? Me like this. If you shoot me, and maybe you are a policeman, and you claim that you are a policeman, then you kill me. Maybe there's a day that you also die. You see that? So there's no need for you to come. Then maybe of course you come to tag, send me there. Then maybe I have no talk, or my people come to also make at they don't want me to also get
it is interesting how you make reference to animals and that they can shoot and kill human beings because, I mean, they are not animals. In fact, the DCA reportedly said the police officer shouldn't, guns are not made to shoot, to be used to shoot and kill animals, but to shoot lawless people. But let me find out from you, I'll come to you. Let me find out from you, Jalal. Jalal, you know there are many instances where the patience of the police officers, their tolerance level is stretched to the extreme. And there are instances where even for crowd control vehicles, they cannot use them to do anything. Situations, desperate situations call for desperate actions.
Yes, it's true. It's actually true. But it shouldn't be shooting and killing. You understand? A policeman can simply go to the knee, the leg. You understand? I don't think there will be a human being who you shoot the leg or, any part of the body where you think if you shoot, you cannot kill the person. The person will still be strong enough to kind of attack you. I think that would be the best option for me if any police officer find himself in such situations. Shooting and killing shouldn't come here at all. As leaders, we shouldn't say killings as if it's something that is pleasant to the ear. You understand? Please, how will you just say they should shoot and kill youth? The person you say they should shoot and kill, do you know who the person will be tomorrow? As you think he's exhibiting some kind of lawlessness, do you know tomorrow who the person will be? And you said they should shoot and kill him. I don't think shooting and killing. Some of these youth, the sort of violence they undergo or they embark sometimes, they experience certain things, or some of the security personnel or some of these policemen, what they do. You understand? So it reminds them of certain situations that have past situations that makes them sometimes behave in that manner. So I am pleading to the DEC to withdraw such statement. You don't have to say that to security officers. You understand? This is giving amongst them who are not who doesn't have that thinking. So when you say this, then it kind of gives them some bad what do you call it? Some kind of bad attitude. Sometimes when the person doesn't feel like shooting and killing, maybe he has an option of going to the leg or maybe to the arm. And when you say this, it gives them the hard-hearted to kill people.
Great.
Yes.
Let me wrap up with you, Sule. A lot of time, the people who are caught up in this, are the youth. You are one of them. Yes. You're youthful, exuberant, and all of that. Tell me, what would be your advice to young people?
Yes, my advice is if a policeman come to a community to maybe he's coming to take an action like that, they used to also take their time, then see what will go on before then. If there is a need for them to act, then they will act. If there is no need for them to, then they will take it. Then I say this in manner way, then it will be good. But for what the DC is saying, he's to know that I don't think he's having a children. If he's having a children, he can't just say, if the police don't come to attack you, then you make attempt they should kill you. A normal human being cannot say such, because as we are, what you maybe you kill me and I have a family, you know that. So if you come to maybe I did something wrong, then you come for me, and then finally you go around, maybe you kill me, then what will my family listen? Who will take care of them? And there are some times that maybe some of them they do take some thing. We don't know whether he was on normal time before he said that, or maybe
I don't know. Okay. So, Mama V, you just heard from my new friends here at Nima, Sule, Aban, and then Jalal, talking about speaking. You just had your reactions to what the DC in the Bronga Afro region actually said, making a call for the police to shoot and kill anyone who attacks them. Over to you, Mama V, in the studio.
We're speaking to some persons at the Nima runabout, coming just after Baraka da Sallah, after the Eid, and it's all on the heels of the district chief executive for Esunafu North, Osei who's asked the police in that area to shoot any civilian, who confronts the police.
You know, sometimes the MMDCs, when they come into office, they get ahead of themselves.
This is not about getting ahead of yourself. This is about instructing the police to commit a crime.
Yeah,
no, if you shoot an innocent civilian,
is it straight like that?
If you shoot an innocent civilian,
but
it's
even
a crime, it's murder. That's what they call it. That's the technical term.
But has he asked that they shoot and kill innocent civilians?
Let's shoot any civilian who confronts you.
Now let's put that in a context. He is the boss of the security committee of the district.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So when
Dissect,
when
right?
yes, when you make such a statement, unless you clarify it, you leave room for the police as an institution to abuse the rights of citizens. And that is what I meant by they get ahead of themselves. Now too, since yesterday, I started asking myself, should we still be making political appointees who are MMDCEs, the head of security councils in their various metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies, when they have no expertise whatsoever to be ordering about people who have been trained?
You see why? You see where we are an upside down republic? We hire people for their expertise. Then we make them subordinates to people who don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the truth.
Yeah. And you see, this is the problem that I have. This man was appointed by the president. It's been several days since he made such an inflammatory statement. Now, in the past, we saw a DCE getting sacked for saying who said Chia. Amayo Kuiko. He was sacked. This one is saying you were not given guns to shoot animals. So when people are lawless, shoot them. This is the head of DISEC. And he's still there. He's still working. He's still in office. Does the president not have any thoughts on this? He's the appointing body. He's the person that this man reports to. No thoughts on the man instructing the people who are under his supervision to shoot civilians because their guns were not given to them to shoot animals.
It's a shame.
I'm very concerned. You see, there are certain things that the response should be immediate.
Yeah, I agree.
Other
with you.
other things you can leave.
Any of us could have been members of the district.
Absolutely.
Maybe we live there. So what happens?
You're
returning home.
But it's also interesting how people rise to certain positions and they forget that, first of all, before that position, they're ordinary citizens of that community.
Well,
You're not, the post is not you.
Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was brought from somewhere.
It's a shame. When people are lawless, we're not encouraging anybody to be lawless, but when people are lawless, that's why it is law. There are procedures you take them through. You don't just shoot them.
You don't shoot them.
You don't shoot anybody because they've been lawless. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You don't shoot them.
And you know, Mama V, for me, the thing is the amount of time that has passed. Okay, that's my big concern.
Maybe they're waiting for us to
discuss it,
come to their
to criticize them
and call
before
them
they act,
for a reaction.
so they can say they are a listening government. How about being a thinking government?
We have to bring you some show business, by the way. Courtesy Awake Purified Water. And I'll leave.